It has been 3 years since I had top surgery, and now we're opening the vaults to share that experience with all of you. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm a gender-affirming voice teacher. But today I am taking off my voice work hat and putting on my transition storytime hat because we're talking about a different aspect of gender-affirming care, my top surgery. But actually, I'm not a hat person, so no hat. For context, I'm a non-binary trans person, and I was assigned female at birth.
Everyone gets randomly assigned a human body so we can get the feel of how best to torture you.
3 years ago, I had a bilateral mastectomy, and 2 years ago, I had a hysterectomy. Both of these surgeries have been profoundly positive and affirming for me. At the time of my top surgery, I recorded a behind-the-scenes recovery vlog, 8 weeks of my healing journey, but I kept it private for safety reasons.
Well, I was in a very vulnerable state.
I've shared it as a bonus for people who bought my course, Masculinize Your Voice Without Testosterone, but I never released it publicly. Today, I'm changing that because now that 3 years have gone by, I feel confident in saying that this was one of the best decisions I ever made for me. I love my flat, nipless, non-binary chest.
There. Chest is very smooth.
In this video, you're going to see some of my previously unreleased recovery vlog clips. You'll see me hours post-surgery all the way to 8 weeks out. So if you've ever wondered what top surgery recovery actually looks like, or if you're considering it yourself and want to hear from someone who's been through it, this video is for you. Oh, and stick around to the end and see what my chest looks like after 3 years.
More pictures for the chest.
Now, let's open the vault. As I record this, it's March 22nd, so still pretty early before top surgery is actually happening. I'm having top surgery on April 14th, 2023. So I think just over 3 weeks now. I'm a pretty private person. I know it might seem strange to hear that coming from me, someone who is very online and works online for a living and makes TikToks basically for a living. But I did want to create some kind of record of my recovery. And I also did want to be able to share my recovery process for those who might be interested in getting top surgery themselves. My top surgery has been totally free. I live in Montreal, Quebec, and gender-affirming care is really well supported here. It took a little while, like a year from me deciding I wanted to have it to the date, but like painless, really. The process was extremely painless. And the clinic is like 10 minutes from my house. I'm so lucky. But I have chronic pain. I've had chronic pain for like 15 years probably now. And I have some fear around what it's going to be like to convalesce after top surgery. But just so you know where I'm coming at surgery from, I'm 35 years old currently. I'm 5'7" and like around 200 pounds. So I'm probably like in the mid-size range. And I have chronic pain. And I just really haven't seen many people do top surgery who have like my body type and also aren't on T and also have disabilities like I have. So if that's you, great, you're going to learn a lot. And then another thing is every surgeon's recommendations are different. Everyone's recovery time is different. Everyone's everything is different when it comes to top surgery. So I'm not out here trying to be an expert. This is not like a guide to recovering from top surgery or what you should do. No. Like my best friend just had top surgery, and even between him and I, we've had wildly different experiences because we're in different provinces. Our surgeons are different. Our recovery time is probably going to be different. Like our pre-op recommendations were different. Like everybody's experience is different. So don't do what I do because I'm doing it. This is just so that you can be up to speed on what's happening, see how it goes for me. So that's how I feel right now. Sorry. But I'm excited. I'm happy you're here. I can't wait for this surgery. I really am like excited for my life to start, like for the rest of my life to start. This feels like a real strong demarcation in my life. And I'm ready for it. Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, April 9th, 5 days before my top surgery. I was going to just meditate and think about the future and like get my body and spirit ready for top surgery. And that's not what happened. I don't know. I got a haircut and that made me feel good and I had a nice spa day. But then on the same day I went to the spa, we had a really severe ice storm in Montreal and in lots of Quebec, parts of Quebec and Ontario. And my power went out for 2 days, like 40 hours. I was hoping to do more like reflecting on surgery, and I even wanted to do like a dry run. Like I wanted to drive to the clinic and just like feel what that was going to feel like, but I'm not going to do any of that. And sometimes that's just how it is, you know? Sometimes you don't get to do, things don't go as you plan. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to just remind myself that life is just solving problems sometimes. Hey everyone, so top surgery is in less than 48 hours and I'm stressing, but I'm not stressing about getting the surgery. I'm stressing about doing something wrong that will prevent the surgery from happening. So I had to get a COVID test this morning. I just want everything to go right. So like, I'm Canadian and I have the great fortune of living in the same city as GRS Montreal, which is like a gender-affirming surgery clinic. Like that's all they do all day long. So I didn't do any research. Like I know that that's weird. Like if you look at online on the Reddit threads and on the Facebook groups, people are like, what surgeon should I get? And there's like this whole process of like finding your surgeon and then deciding like what type of scars you want and what type of surgery you want. I never thought about any of this. And I feel a little bit like embarrassed, like self-conscious, like I should have done more research. Like it's not responsible of me to go through with this without having done my due diligence. But truly, I don't want to say I don't care. I just want my boobs gone. I don't actually care like what kind of scars I have. I'm not getting nipples, so I don't care about nipple placement. Like I'm in my 30s, so like maybe this is just a me thing, but I don't have like the same like body perfection thing that like I had when I was in my 20s. You know, and I like, it's a privilege. I feel lucky that I'm able to just put my faith in my surgeon and in this clinic. And I feel like I'm going to be well taken care of and everything's fine. But I do feel like, I think it's all the pressure that I see from the outside world, like people saying things about trans people, like we're not thinking about this and we're going to regret this. And so like, if I'm not putting in all the research, then I'm doing a disservice to like the community as well as myself. But I I've thought about this a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing it if I hadn't thought about it a lot. But I don't feel like I have to be an expert on this because I'm not. I'm just not. I have never gone to med school. Don't pretend to be a medical expert. So anyway, that feels kind of funny. But I want to be honest about that because I think, maybe you're in a similar position. And it's okay to trust people, even if it goes badly. You know what I mean? Like, it's, do your research if that's important to you. But it just wasn't important to me. Especially since this was covered. Like, if I was paying out of pocket 10 grand or something, then yeah, I would take a lot of time to decide who I was going to give that money to. But that's just not the process here. So it's funny representation, like there just aren't that many people. There just aren't that many people in Canada, period, right? So there's fewer stories of getting top surgery. Anyway, that's all for now. I will try to do one more tomorrow. And yeah, okay. Bye. Hello. It is the first nice day in Montreal, and I didn't put any sunscreen on, and I regret that now. Less than 24 hours to go. Surgery is tomorrow morning. My admittance time is 6 a.m. I have a lot of medical trauma, and so I used to get the kind of nerves where I would ruminate about all the terrible things that were going to happen. And honestly, that has not been the case for me this time around, and that's pretty remarkable. I look like a huge Montreal stereotype right now. Just in my latte in the park with my beanie. But now I'm like I really want to get to the other side of surgery because this is going to sound weird, but like I just got a message from a friend. Thank you. I am tired of wondering if I'm making the right decision. And I know that I am, but it's impossible not to like ask the question, like, is this right? It's because it's a major decision. Like, it would be weird not to ask yourself if it was right, obviously. Just like any big decision, like moving or marriage or whatever, big things in life. So like because I know it's right, but I can't turn off the question of is it wrong? I'm looking forward to being on the other side of surgery so that the question is moot. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, it's done. I thought I'd go out for one last latte because I don't know when the next time will be that I can get a hot one delivered fresh. Probably in like 2 weeks or something, but I just don't know when I'll be able to walk to a coffee shop again. A couple of weeks, that's a long time. Hey everyone, I am out of surgery and I'm home. Everything went super smoothly. I can't believe how friggin' easy that was. I'm sure I've got some pain in my future, but I got a little mastectomy pillow and an ice pack. But yeah, I got there at 6 a.m. I was out of surgery by, I think the clock said 9:45 when I was in the recovery room. They wheeled me back into my room at 10:30, and I don't know what time it is now, but probably a little after 12, probably 1 o'clock now, and I'm home. And easy recovery, like initial recovery, easy waking up, feeling alert, feeling good, in a lot of pain, like it hurts and it burns, and you know, I'm hungry. My mom's just popped out to grab something for us, but she's going to be right back. And I'm very lucky to live in a place with grocery stores and corner stores, like literally right across the street. So it's very easy to get whatever we need. And yeah, my friend Tashi picked me up and drove me home, and they are now going to get me some meds. So I'm so lucky. I'm so well supported. My mom is taking care of my drains and everything. And yeah, this is so far so good. I'm sure I'll be crankier tomorrow when I like really haven't slept or I haven't been able to straighten my back. My back pain is pretty severe. Like I have pretty bad back pain, like just in general, and it hurts a lot now, and I can't like do the things that I do to manage my back pain, which is a little bit, it's not concerning now, but it will be. It will be later, which is fine. Yeah, it was kind of funny coming out of recovery. They were like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, what's your pain level? And I was like, well, it was like a 7 before surgery. So like, I don't know. And then they gave me some morphine, and it was still like pretty high, like a 6, but they were like, well, normally we would give people more drugs if your pain's that high, but then you have to wait here longer. And I just said, no, it's fine. So they gave me some Tylenol when I got to my room, and I'll probably take something stronger for sleeping tonight, but I don't feel like I need anything super strong right now. Like I'm not in agony at all. Touch wood. I can't move or reach anything, but touch wood, I feel pretty good right now. So just wanted to let you all know things are going great so far. And even just what I see in the mirror, like I'm so excited. I look so good. Oh, and I was a little weepy, and I'm feeling emotional right now because I'm so happy. Oh no, I'm going to start crying. Okay, I'm going to end this here. See ya. Hello, everyone. It is April 15th, day 2 of convalescing from top surgery. And all things considered, I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Like, my mom is here taking care of me, and we just emptied the drains, and there's less drainage than there was yesterday. I look pretty tired, but I did sleep pretty well, actually, yesterday. This was the day I was kind of the most worried about, but so far, so good. Like, I'm pretty tender, and I have a feeling I'm going to get more tender, like, between today and tomorrow, but I feel very lucky. I haven't had any nauseousness. I haven't thrown up. It's been super easy. Like all things considered, it's been really, really easy. I was thinking about what I was saying yesterday, and I did forget to mention that, like, I did have one moment of panic when I was going into surgery, and it was right when I was about to, like, when I entered the operating room, because I had like a traumatic experience in an operating room a long time ago, and I felt like the panic rise in me, but I was able to like breathe through it and get through everything okay, and I was pretty proud of myself. The growth, you know? And so today we're just icing and taking some pain medication. But I'm trying not to take opioids during the day, and so far I'm happy with that, although I might change my mind about that in the future if I decide the pain's too severe. But yeah, all things considered, I'm extremely happy with how things are going. And I'm very happy to have my mom with me. And also I've got like a ton of really cool friends in the group chat who are gassing me up, so that's really fun. If I think about this, when I post this, I'll post a picture below of just my flat shirt, because you can't really tell in these videos. But yeah, okay, well, talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, everyone. It is April 16th, and technically the second full day or the third day of my recovery from top surgery, and today I'm very tired. I slept amazingly, though. I kind of slept better than I normally do, which is weird. I'm a bad sleeper because of chronic pain. I like toss and turn all the time. And probably because I took a painkiller. My regular chronic pain was not as present as it normally is. But I was able to sleep like on my back on a wedge in one position for the whole night. Like I got a better sleep than I normally do. It's so weird. And I'm still pretty tired despite that. I had a little nap earlier. I'm feeling like taking another one now. But I got up and took a little walk outside, just 2 blocks, and then back in, like literally 3-minute walk. But it was super nice to like change my shirt and go outside. It's like 20 degrees outside, so it's so beautiful. And we're just taking it super easy today. Like mom is having a little ride on my exercise bike while I read a book. And we've just been watching movies and TV, reading a little, chilling, chatting. Nothing fancy, taking it one step at a time. The walk was way harder than I expected. I thought because I was feeling good that I would like not struggle with that, but the steps like really felt like they were pulling on my incision, and it was quite painful after a few steps. So it was a short one, real short one. But things, touch wood, still going way, way better than I'm expecting, than I was expecting. It'll still be a few days before I take the bandage off. So yeah, I realize I haven't really said like anything about my aftercare like that I'm supposed to do. But basically I have like a tensor bandage over a square. I don't know the names of anything. I have 2 drains. I have like not scar tape. I don't know anything's name. What do you call it? Like paper medical tape over my incisions, and then a big square bandage, and then a tensor bandage over that. So like something that keeps everything held really tight. And I think I'm allowed to take the tensor off in a few days just to like get rid of the bandage. The tape will stay on. And then the day after that, I have to put the tensor back on. And then the day after that, we can take the drains out. You're supposed to see a nurse to take the drains out. I'm not going to go back to GRS. We're supposed to go to, here the like walk-in clinics are called CLSC. So I'm supposed to go to a CLSC to get it out. But my mom was a nurse all her life, so we're just going to take them out here. It's not really that complicated. You cut 1 stitch and then they're not in that deep, so, but you have to wait until your drains collect 15 cc's on both sides or less each for 2 days. So you measure how much like fluid is collecting in the drains, and if after you've had 2 consecutive days of 15 cc's or less in both drains, then it's safe to take them out. And then I have to keep the tensor on for a month. So like if my date was April 14th, I have to keep it on until May 14th, which is longer than some people, shorter than other people. I'm just going to do what I'm told. But the others, like the stitches in my incision, are all dissolvable except for the ones around the drains. And the medical tape will come off on its own in the shower over time. And if it doesn't, I'm allowed to take it off. But I'm nervous for the next steps because like this feels like a safe place. Like we're doing okay now. I feel comfortable with the tensor bandage on. I feel comfortable with the drains, even like with the medication we're taking. Like this is a safe place. It's the new, every step that is new is challenging, but I feel good. I feel good. My spirits are remarkably high. My face is exceptionally greasy. They don't tell you this, but this is pretty normal like reaction to anesthesia, to surgery, is like for your pores to just like pour grease out afterwards for like a month after. It's so weird. But yeah, I won't be able to shower until the drains come out. So it's supposed to be like 5 days. So maybe the 19th I'll take them out if the drainage is low enough. My back is a little bit tired of being in this hunched position because obviously I'm walking around like super like hunched over, because if I pull up it like really pulls in my incision. Wild. I kind of still can't believe I did this. Like every now and then I'll be like, just like, you know, everything is so normal. Like it's this is what my life looks like every day, you know, sitting around in my house. So every so often I'm like, oh yeah, I had top surgery. I'm one of those people that have had top surgery. Wow. It hasn't hit me yet. I think it will when I start to like get to be able to see my chest and wear clothes and stand normally and all that stuff. But one day at a time. Hello, everyone. It is April 17th, and it's the third day of 17th, yes, and the third day. Got surgery on the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, so the third full day of recovery. And hair starting to look a little bit frizzy. I was pretty tired today. Pain levels were fine, but the itchiness levels off the charts. I'm feeling real itchy. My neck hurts a lot, and I can really feel the drain holes, like where the drains are going in. There's like a couple of non-dissolvable stitches just where the drain tubes are put, and they are quite noticeable, and I don't like that. But we're eating good food and watching movies and just generally distracting. And it's super rainy, so we didn't get to go outside, but we did go for a walk in the basement, just like around the parking garage, just to get some movement in. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. Nothing much. Tomorrow we're going to take the tensor bandage off and get to see what the scars look like for the first time, so that's extremely exciting. Maybe we can take a video of that. What do you think? Yeah, possibly? Okay. And then the next day, hopefully the drains will come out. But it will depend on how much they're still draining, so we need to check that. But yeah, things are going good. We watched a few scar care videos today to get prepared, and I'm feeling positive, extremely positive. I can't wait to see the results tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hey everybody, it is April 18th, my 4th full day of convalescence, and the 5th day following surgery. And things are going super good. We took off all the bandages, and I got to see my chest for the very first time, which was super special. I thought I'd be like super laissez-faire about it. I'm a very practical person, but I was like really stoked. It looked exactly like I imagined it, which is cool. I didn't even really realize that I had expectations, actually, until I saw my chest and was like, this is meeting my expectations. I've put a picture below, but it does contain my drains, which are still in, and you can see the incisions. It's covered with like surgical tape, but if you're squeamish about that, don't scroll down and look at that. I've left a little trigger warning before the picture, but I'm super excited to try on clothes. I love, I got to put my coat on today because it's a little bit cold in Montreal, and I got to see what I look like in my coat, and I love it. And we took 2 walks today, one little one to the grocery store and then a longer one just around the block. And it was tiring and a little bit painful to do that second walk, but I'm happy to get out of the house. I feel better having like stretched a little bit, especially my back, which hurts a lot from the hunching. I still can't like stand up completely because I feel a lot of pulling in my sternum. Because if you look at my picture, you'll see that my scar goes all the way across, like between my pecs, I guess, like all the way around. It's a long one, but I feel like I look like me. I feel like I look the way I've always wanted to look, which is super special. I managed to fall asleep last night without taking any opioids, so I only had to take 3, like for the first 3 nights, and now I'm probably going to stay off them. I'm going to keep them around for a little bit in case something happens that I need them, but I think I'm going to be done with that. Which is good. The pain has been like really manageable, really, really, really manageable. The itchiness has been a little distracting, a little bit annoying, but I'm so used to like meditating and breathing through pain that, I just was able to just apply some of the stuff that I've learned through my years of chronic pain. But yeah, I'm super happy with how things are going. Tomorrow we're going to take the drains out, which is exciting. And then the day after that, I'll be able to shower. So the hair is looking a little worse for wear. But I've been washing my face, and I got to wash my armpits today, which is exciting. Thanks. And yeah, one day at a time. It's going really well, though. Hey everyone, today is Friday, April 21st, and I'm officially 1 week post-op. I forgot to take a few videos of the last couple of days just because I've been tired and just not feeling like doing much of anything, so it didn't happen. But yeah, on Wednesday, which was 5 days post-op, I got my drains out, and we were supposed to go to a nurse to get that done, but the healthcare system in Quebec is like not amazing, so it's really hard to get an appointment with like a walk-in nurse appointment. So my mom happens to be a nurse. She was a nurse all her life. She's retired now, but she just took the drains out here at home, and it was really easy. It was like one stitch on either side. We just got like cuticle scissors and like cut the one stitch, and then she just pulled them out. We were both surprised though at how long the drains were. Like this, if this is TMI, like feel free to skip ahead. But basically, the drains were in like a tube on either side, like a little hole rather, looked like a tube going into a small hole below my incisions on either side. And we thought like maybe they were like a couple of inches in there, but actually they were like 10 inches, like all along the incision on both sides. And the actual like inner part of the drain looked really different than the outer part. The outer part just looked like a plastic tube, but the inner part was like white, flat, flexible, long tube with lots of holes in it, kind of like a garden hose you would use to like water like a large patch. And that's basically so that all the fluid could collect through the tube along the line of the incision and then come out through the tube. My mom, like, thank God, she's absolutely rock solid. She was just like taking it out, absolutely she's unflappable, you know, so like even though it was a lot longer than she was expecting, she didn't say anything that would cause me to freak out about that. And actually it was way less painful than I thought it would be. Like at the first pull on the first drain was a little bit painful, but I think it's because there was like some scabbing there or some dried blood or whatever, and it like caused like a pulling of the tissue there. But once the actual drain started coming out, like that sensation didn't really feel like much of anything. If anything, as soon as it was out, it was like really relieving. Like it felt amazing to get the drain out. The stitches were quite itchy. The drain holes were quite itchy and painful. They were really starting to bother me. So I thought I had felt like not ready to take the drains out because, you know, you get into a point in the process and it's comfortable and you know what to expect. And then the next part is unexpected and that's scary, you know. But so I was like a few days before we took the drains out, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to take the drains out. Like, what's that going to be like? What's the next step going to be like? I'm so scared. But actually I was ready. And the morning we had planned to take them out, I think we were planning to take them out around noon, and at like 7 a.m. I was like, let's just do this. Let's get them out now. I'm ready. Let's take them out. And then once they were out, it was quite relieving. And then the next day, Thursday, I took a shower for the first time. So you have to wait 24 hours after your drains come out before you can shower, and that's so that the holes have a chance to like close up. And I was really scared to do so, but it was actually super nice. Like we took the tensor bandage off, and there's like paper medical tape on the stitches, on the incisions. And you're allowed to get them wet, but you're not allowed to have the shower head like directly on the incisions. So you're supposed to stand like with your back towards the water, and you could let like water run over the incisions from behind. I didn't even do that. Honestly, I'm still really feeling protective of my chest. I really wasn't comfortable getting them even really that wet. So I washed other parts of my body, and like I even managed to wash my hair, which was way easier than I thought it was going to be. But I didn't really touch the incision or get water anywhere near them. I'm just like not comfortable with that yet. And then we went on a nice long walk. We went all the way to a coffee shop, which is like a kilometer away, and I had not expected to be able to do that. So it was super nice to have a latte. But then in the evening, maybe we pushed it too hard, too fast. Like I was in a lot of pain. Feeling like, just more pain than I was expecting. Like I find that today actually and yesterday is the worst of the pain that I've experienced in terms of like incision pain. It just feels like really tender, really sore. I don't know why today is more pain than before. Like a lot of people just get better and better as the days go by. I think like post drains, numbness is starting to wear off a little bit. My elation is going down, like, you know, the high of like, it's done, yeah, is starting to recede, which is, I'm still feeling amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not depressed by any means. I feel amazing, but, you know, now it's like, okay, this was surgery. What are you gonna deal with this? So it's super sore. But even though it's way more painful and more sore, I'm still way more mobile than I have been at any point. So like I can move my back from side to side. I can reach for stuff. I can get, I made myself a little breakfast this morning, wash my face. Like I'm doing more. I can I can move my body more easily, even though I'm in a lot more pain. Hard to explain. But yeah, I'm out of the NSAID they give me, so I'm not allowed to take Advil or anything or any other NSAIDs, but the NSAIDs help with like the inflammation. So I'm wondering if that's why I'm feeling pain, and maybe I should email them and ask if I'm allowed to take an NSAID, because the one they gave me, the prescription ran out, and I feel like I could use it. But that's the update. I feel really good to be 1 week post-op. I put on a shirt today that's not a button-up. The dinosaur arms are not as bad as people say it's going to be. Like I haven't had my arms like stuck to my sides by any means. Like certainly I'm not lifting them higher than this, and even that I'm being very careful, but I don't feel like as restricted as, like I'm able to step on my toes and reach things even on top of my fridge. I'm 5'7", so maybe that's why. But yeah, things are good. Things are super, super good. I'm feeling really good. I'm not going to take a shower today. I'm just going to leave the bandage on. It doesn't feel too tight. So I'm super protective still. But I'll leave a picture below of what I looked like after my shower. So content warning about incisions. You can see them. But that's my first picture of my chest without the drains. So that's super exciting. Yeah, I'm going to try and be more diligent with these videos tomorrow and for the remaining days of my recovery. But anyway, I know you all understand. Sometimes you just can't do it. 1 week down, though. Hey, everyone. It is Sunday, April 23rd, and I'm doing a lot better today. I can move around a lot easier. I still am feeling very protective of my incisions, but I was able to take my bandage, my tensor bandage off by myself, get in the shower by myself, put the bandage back on by myself. That was something I was really concerned about because my mom is leaving tomorrow on Monday, and I'm going to be by myself again, which is fine. I have a bunch of friends planned to come and visit me once a day with food and help me with any tasks, but I feel confident that 10 days after surgery I can live on my own again. I made my own coffee this morning. I can get breakfast for myself. I still can't put a lot of force into cutting something, so anything too hard, I can't use my knife like I could before. I'm still taking it easy, and I plan to take it easy for the next couple of weeks, even if that turns into a vacation. I'm fine with that. But I had a shower again today, 2 days in a row showering. Felt super good. Yeah, it feels like everything is moving really well with surgery, with recovery. I was really freaking itchy last night. I had this persistent itch under my arm, on the side, and it prevented me from sleeping. I did have to take a Zopiclone, which is a sleeping pill, to knock me out. Not because the itching was so bad that I couldn't sleep, but because I was anxious about how bad the itching was, and I had trouble even just relaxing enough to sleep. So I just was who cares? I'll just take a sleeping pill. And then I woke up and the itching was still there, and that was distressing. But I took an antihistamine, and actually I feel a lot better. So, and it's an inner itch. It's not the actual incision that's itchy. It's I don't know, where my skin is being pinched a little bit by the tensor bandage. So that's not so pleasant. But the place where it's the most itchy under my arm is a numb spot, where the feeling hasn't returned yet. And so probably it's the nerves are reknitting or regrowing in that spot, and that's what that sensation feels like to me. It feels itchy, and that's okay. The antihistamine helped a whole bunch, but yeah, every day better and better. Little setbacks here and there, but I'm just taking it easy, having a little cup of coffee. This sounds silly, but in the first week I couldn't watch anything that I hadn't already seen. Watching new media was too much. So I, in the last few days, I've watched some movies that I haven't seen. I read a little bit, which was the first time in a week that I've been reading. I'm a big reader, but I haven't been able to read since surgery. So I'm looking forward to starting to read again. Maybe taking up my Spanish practice again. Not sure. We'll see. But I'm a little tired today because Zopiclone sleep is not particularly restful. It's just better than not sleeping at all. But yeah, so that's it. That's the update. It's a little early in the day still, so whatever, if something else happens, I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Hello, everyone. It is Monday, April 24th, and I was able to put a tank top on today. Not just button downs anymore or super loose fitting shirts. Now I have the range of motion to put on a cool muscle shirt. And I feel very sexy today, I have to say. I'm really feeling myself. My parents just left. My mom was with me for the last 10 days, and my dad came to pick her up. He brought the dog. It was very cute. They were reunited, and they left like an hour ago. And look, it's not that my expectations were low for my parents. Anyway, the point is I wasn't expecting more than what they offered. But look what my dad brought me. He just got me these tulips at the store. He brought me a bunch of groceries, which was so nice. But I was really touched that he thought to get me these tulips as a little surgery present. And then as a real big surgery present, my parents bought me this air fryer, which I've never been an air fryer girly before, but I guess I'm going to become one. Especially since my microwave, you don't know, but my microwave is way up there, so it's kind of hard to reach, although I have a step stool. But I think that air fryer will be very handy in the next few weeks and in my life. Yeah, so I'm just I feel so loved and supported. I had no reason to doubt that I would be, but it's just so different to see it happen in real time. And starting tomorrow, people are coming over with food, so I set up a meal train, so my friends in the city are gonna pop by with stuff, which is so nice. I haven't seen my friends in a little while now, so it'll be so cool to see them in person again. I was able to shower again today. My range of motion is getting better. I can, this is about as high as I feel comfortable raising my arm. I still have a lot of soreness. It's it's like a bruise. It doesn't feel acutely painful, but I'm able to sit up more tall now and open my chest. I love how that just felt. Yeah, so I'm still taking it really easy. But yeah, and I still have a little bit of range of motion issues when it comes to things like washing my butt in the shower. But I was able to wash my hair this morning, no problem. Do my hair, so get dressed. And yeah, like I said, I'm living on my own again. My mom is gone. I'm going to be preparing my own meals. Just want to continue to heal, continue to increase my capacity, keep going on walks. Tomorrow I need to take a walk if it's not raining, it's raining right now. But yeah, I'm super impressed. This was way easier than I expected. 10 days, first of all, flew by that. The hardest part of recovery so far was day 6, 7 or 5, 6, where I had really elevated levels of pain. But I just feel amazing. I just feel amazing. No post-op depression, very manageable pain. I'm so freaking lucky. Hey everybody, I just got out of the shower and I have to wait until my bandages dry, my medical tape on my incisions dry. So I thought this would be a good time to show you what it's looking like on April 25th, day 12. 12? April 25th? Yeah, 11, day 11. It was the 14th, now it's the 25th. Okay, so if you're not into incisions, medical tape, stitches, there's some dried blood, stop the video now because I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, here we go. Everyone here wants to see this? Okay, good, here we go. So here is what the incisions are looking like. I'm feeling a little self-conscious about my belly today because I've been sedentary for almost 2 weeks. But basically, the tape is wet right now, so you can sort of see through it, but that is my incision. And I have this little bit of dried blood here because this was a little V cut, so I think it just bled more than the rest of the incision. And the tape, it sort of prevents me from stretching out fully, but you can sort of still see some of the stitches underneath. They haven't fully dissolved yet. To be honest, I don't know what's going on under this tape, but yeah, that's what it looks like. I still have a little bit of marker from when they drew when the surgeon drew on my chest to like make the cuts, although the marker that was like everywhere else is gone. It's just here, or I haven't been able to like scrub that I still have a little bit of marker. The incisions go, let's see if I can get better light here. The incisions go all the way under my arm, and that place has still quite a lot of dry blood under the tape as well. But I'm sure it's like healed. It's just like I haven't been able to clean that area. And then this little mark here, that's where the drains were, and these 2 marks underneath are the stitches that were holding the drain in. And I have one on the other side as well. See? Drain hole, stitches. And then it's sort of the same situation on this side. Yeah, so that's how it's looking. I'm obsessed. I think I look incredible. I love it so much. I can't believe I didn't always look like this. And I'm really excited to take the tape off. Like right now in the shower, I'm letting water like go over it, but I'm not supposed to touch the tape until the end of week 3, unless it starts to fall off by itself in the shower. Already water has like started to get under the tape and started to clean away. Like here you can see blood, like dried blood has started to come out from under the tape. So, and then all these other marks like this and this, that's all from the tensor bandage that I have to wear. So I have to wear it 24 hours a day, except for the like 20 minutes that I take it off to shower and then let the tape fully dry before I wrap it up again. Can I turn this camera around? No, I cannot. Anyway, that's where we're at. And as you can see, I have pretty good range of motion. I can like reach all the way out. It's a little hard to reach like across, I'm finding. And like, you know, forward is okay, but like trying to reach behind me, that's still quite challenging. But yeah, I'm obsessed. I think I look amazing. Hey everyone, it is April 26th, and we're just a couple days shy of 2 weeks post-op, which is very exciting. I think I may have done too much yesterday. That walk took like a 50-minute walk, and today I can see I just really looked at my face. I look pretty tired. I feel pretty tired. I just got dressed. It's 4 p.m. and I just brushed my teeth. And I've had a headache all day, and the pain has been a little bit higher. Doesn't feel like a setback, really. It just feels like one of the low energy days. Like I had those before surgery. I'm very likely to have them after. But I'm feeling puffy and I'm breaking out. And I still have a headache. And that's life sometimes. I didn't take my bandage off today, my tensor off today, because I did not really feel like showering. Although I think that might have been a mistake. I feel like if I had took the bandage, I keep calling it a bandage, if I had took the tensor off and made myself take a shower, I might feel better than I feel currently. So I think I might have to prioritize like taking a daily shower, even though showering is like scary still and difficult and feels like a big chore. You know, I got to do it anyway. But lesson learned, I'll shower tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short today because I want to keep lying down. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hey, everyone. It is Thursday, April 27th, which means I am at the end of week 2, which is amazing. I'm doing well. I was feeling a little low today because I'm like breaking out on my chest. I think I told you about that. You can't really see it that much. Yeah, there. Breaking out, just was kind of feeling bad about my body, which was comforting in a way. This is hard to explain, but it's like I never thought top surgery was going to make me like suddenly love my body. But now I feel like I just have like normal body stuff, like my acne's breaking out, or like my toes are too hairy, you know, like normal things. I don't know. And it feels like stuff I can work on. Like, oh, I'm feeling bad about my makeup. Like or about my whatever acne. Like I put a little makeup on today and that made me feel nice. It's not like before where I was like, if these boobs don't come off of me right now, I'm going to scream. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. It's a very different feeling. But I just was feeling kind of low. So I gave myself a little mani-pedi. My toes needed a lot of work. I have like hobbit feet. And I took the time today to moisturize them and take care of them, and they look so cute now. I love that for me. I made breakfast. I made a nice breakfast for myself. I was able to poach a few eggs and wash the dishes after, no problem. I just did like a 3-kilometer walk, which was great. I needed it. But I had the sensation for the first time today of like, okay, I really want to take my tensor off. But not just that, I like wanted, it feels like I have something on my chest that I want to remove, like the tensor and also the tape and also the like tension of the incision, you know. It's starting to feel less internal and more external, if that makes sense, which I think is actually progress. Like before it felt like I had been cut in half and every movement I had to protect that. Actually, I measured my incision yesterday and it was 23 inches from end to end. It goes all the way across. And I think that's metal AF. I love that. 23 inches. I don't know. That's just super hard to me. But yeah, now it's starting to feel like something that's like closer to the surface that is less like at the core of me, which I do think is an improvement actually, even though it's kind of becoming like annoying. It means that it's like moving further out, if that makes sense. Like that's how you heal, right? From the inside out. The tape is starting to come off a little bit on this side. I think that's because when I stand in the shower, I always turn towards the wall. And so the water has like gotten a little more on the side. But also this is the side that's been itchy. I'm not trying to take the tape off though. I'm leaving it even though it's like hanging on. What else? I got a reply back from my surgeon about exercise, and I'm not allowed to do any vigorous exercise for 6 to 8 weeks. That's long. That's really long. And I knew that going in, but I really like exercise to like as like a mood boosting thing. Makes me feel really good mood wise, and it also really helps me manage my chronic pain. So I'm allowed to do like very minimal lower body stuff, which I think I'm gonna try. Maybe today, maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. I'm going to like see if I can just do some like leg movements or like half squats or something, but I'm not allowed to do any core for 8 weeks, which makes sense because when you brace your core, you're like bracing out against, you know, your pecs. So, and I know that everything is core really. Like if you're doing any standing leg work, you're engaging your core, but they just don't want you to do like sit-ups and stuff like that. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to push it at all. I don't want any setbacks, and I know that even though things have been going well, it's still early days, and things could just go wrong for no reason at any moment. That's the fear I live with. What else, though? I'm allowed to walk. I got the clear for that. I'm not allowed to run or ride my stationary bike, which is fine. Obviously, still not allowed to lift anything, which is kind of annoying. I mean, also something I knew, but now I'm trying to like. There's a few things I'm not sure how I'm supposed to manage. Like I went out to get milk the other day, and that was kind of hard because milk was like a little bit on the heavy side to carry back from the store, even though the store is just across the street. So like when I need something, I'm definitely going to need something. It's like I'm going to have to coordinate with my community to get it to me, which is fine. It's truly fine. I like being independent. Yeah, I did have a weird moment in the mirror today where I was like, whoa, like I really saw my brother, I think because I wore an outfit that was like a little more like he would wear. And was like, are people going to read me as a man? Is my face still giving woman? Like I see a more non-binary person in the mirror now, which is great. And I love that. But it also, I think I like being able to predict how people are going to treat me. It's a safety thing, right? Like if you know how people are going to treat you, then you know how to keep yourself safe. But now I'm a little like, how are people going to treat me? Am I going to be soliciting a different reaction? Should I be changing my behavior in other ways? Yeah. Anyway, that's all my thoughts and feelings for today. I'm going to now put an ice pack on and rest. See you tomorrow. Hey everyone, it is Friday, April 28th, and this is the start of week 3 of top surgery recovery. Hooray! I'm in quite a bit of pain this afternoon. I just took a Tylenol. Oh, my music's up kind of loud. And I got an ice pack on, but feeling good. I took a nice walk this morning, and I had a shower. My hormones still feel like a little out of whack. Like I got quite a lot of acne going on. I had some like breakthrough menstrual bleeding in the last few days, which is like I often have like ovulation bleeding in the middle of my cycle, but like this is not it. I already had that, and this is like sort of pre-menstrual bleeding. I don't know. Like this could just be PMS too, like, you know, life stuff. It's so strange. It's like I don't feel like now that the initial euphoria has started to wear off, I don't feel like elated anymore. I just feel so normal. Like instead of the background noise of like being annoyed at my chest, it's just not there anymore. Like I just have my other problems, right? Just my normal problems, hormonal acne and PMS and like whatever, normal stuff. I don't feel the lack of my breasts at all. I just feel like, yeah, this is how I'm supposed to look. It's really cool. I really like that. Yeah, so I'm pretty tired, healing still. Where the tape has started to wear off on my right side, I thought it was like all not scarry, but scabby. But actually it's like starting to heal over there. And it's really cool to see scar tissue. I thought I'd be like kind of grossed out, I don't know, by what's under the tape, because I still haven't really seen like what my body's gonna look like, which is exciting, but and scary. But I got to see a little bit of the, you know, the scar tissue that's starting to heal, and I'm like, cool, it's so cool. I don't know, I feel good about it. God, I haven't talked all day long. It's like 4 p.m. I just talked for the first time. I'm really feeling it. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, April 29th, and I'm extremely tired because I had a couple of visitors today, which is so nice. My friend Mary Claire came and brought me 2 bechamel lasagnas, which is heavenly. And then an old friend that I hadn't seen in a really long time, actually a former student, came and brought me a meal as well. So I've been, you know, people have been coming in and out with food, and it's been so sweet. And they take my garbage out, and I just feel super loved. I gotta say, really feeling loved and supported by my community. So that's been nice. Also today I took a shower, and some of the tape on the right side of my incisions came off, and I got to see like properly what some of the scars will look like. Well, you know, it takes like a year of settling for things to really become like finished, but it's looking really good. Pink, not red or inflamed or anything, like really, really nice. The like end of the incision is a little bit like, but not puffy, but it's like raised, just because it's like, sounds terrible, but you know, like when you're making a dumpling, like you got to fold all the skin together, all the dough, and there's like a raised bit, and so that's kind of what the end of my incision looks like. If you're interested in that, I'll show you tomorrow, probably, when I take my bandage off. But it still feels like there's a bit of a scab there, so it might feel and look different once that's gone away. But if things are looking really good, and it feels really nice to take the tape off. It's funny, I'm always afraid for the next step, and then every time I get to the next step, I'm like ready to be there. Like I was afraid to take my drains out days before the drains came out, but then when it was time to take the drains out, I was like, okay, let's do it now. And I've been afraid to take my tape off because, you know, I feel vulnerable. I don't know what's next. I'm scared. But when the tape did, like, you know, it was obvious to me when it was time to take the tape off, that like section. I haven't been taking it off other places, like only when it wants to come off have I been like helping it along a little bit. But like today I was ready to take the tape off, and it feels super good, and I have a feeling I'm going to feel like a lot freer once the tape is completely off. I had a really like low pain day. My tensor bandage didn't hurt as much as it did yesterday. I still feel quite a lot of like bruising where the tensor holds me. And now it's kind of hard to determine like if the pain in my chest is from the incision or if it's from my skin where the tensor is sort of pinching it, which I think is a good sign. It means that things are healed. Like before it was just very clearly the incision. Now it's a little less clear where the pain is originating from. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hello everyone. I just got out of the shower and my tape, I took it all off. I know it's a little early. It was supposed to come off, well, between now and the end of week 3. If it hadn't come off on its own by week 3, I would have taken it off. But it just felt like my skin had a lot of irritation where the tape was, and it felt like it was loose and it wanted to come off. So I'm going to show you what it looks like under the tape. There's still a little bit of scabbing. So if you're not into that, end the video here. Okay? So here's what I look like underneath my tape. So as you can see, the incisions, I mean, you already knew this, but the incisions go from all the way under my arm to the other arm. So like I described before, it's as far back as they could go with me lying down. You can totally see that now, right? But yeah, it's all looking really good. This is just like a little dried blood. There's some scabbing. I'm trying not to touch it too much. Just back up the camera. It's not focusing. Focus. Yeah. The only place that's like a little bit funky to take the tape off was here, because there's like this little bulge and the tape was sort of stuck in between this crevice. So I think it'll actually start feeling better once it gets a little time to heal without anything. I just called my mom to ask her about it. I was like, can I put Vaseline on? And she was like, didn't you read the papers? No, you're not supposed to put anything on for like the first, until I see the doctor, basically in the middle of May. So yeah, I'm super excited. That's where I'm at. I love it. I think it looks amazing. I'm obsessed with these incisions. They look metal AF. And it's like, did I ever even have boobs? Like, it just, it feels so normal to look this way. So I'm really excited to continue healing into. I'm excited to start like doing scar care. Like, I know it's still more or less an incision and not a scar. In some places, like here, you can sort of see a little scar, and especially over here. But, it'll take like a year for it to like become the final form. And you could make an argument that you never reach your final form. But, yeah, I have to wait a little bit longer before I can start doing massage and all that. I have this funny little bump right here, which I think looks like where they put a stitch in or something. It's very, very interesting. It's a very interesting process. Anyway, that's all for now. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, everyone. It is May 1st, Monday, May 1st. And I just had a shower. And it was my first shower with no tape on. So it's like my first naked shower since surgery. And now I can really feel what was the tape preventing my movements and what was some resistance from the incision. And I still feel very delicate. Like showering, I'm still very careful about the water not touching the incision. I'm like, I have the water behind me. I'm scared to reach too far, to reach too high. So I'm being very, very careful still. Yeah, it's raining so much. I'm trying to exercise a little bit lately, like very, very, very little, like calf raises and things. And already my legs hurt from like doing the absolute bare minimum of exercise, which is not great because I'm still not using my arms to stand up. Like it's still my legs and core doing most of the work. So if my legs hurt, we got a problem. So I'm gonna focus on recovery today and like stretching and making my legs feel nice. I mean, I cannot overemphasize how little I did, and I have muscle pain, and I guess that's recovering from surgery. So it's like a couple of calf raises, a little side lunge, just to feel the movement. But anyway, we're taking it one day at a time. This is how I have always managed exercise, like through my chronic pain, was like to slowly increase the resistance, and that sometimes means pushing further than you think, and then having to go back the next day, and that's fine. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 3rd. Only a few days away from the 3-week mark. I guess you could say tomorrow is the 3-week mark, and I'm feeling pretty good. I wore one of my favorite shirts because honestly, I'm actually feeling kind of down today. Yeah, I'm just premenstrual. I'm just sad. It's rainy. for all the reasons that I used to feel sad before. You know, that's something, I don't know, when you're an adult, it's like once a month, count on a bad day. It's just, and today's that day. So I put some laundry on. I'm wearing a colorful shirt. I'm about to play some happy music, maybe do some of the chores. Sometimes just the chores makes me feel better. But I'm pretty mobile, as you can see. Like, the shower was the first time I felt like almost normal while taking a shower. I still like couldn't quite wash my hair the way I always do, but this was the first time I was able to wash my hair like backwards under the shower instead of having to lean forwards. So that was pretty good. That felt good. And I was able to like wash over my incisions for the first time, whereas I'd always been like washing around and kind of avoiding them. This was the first time I was able to like put like a tiny bit of gentle soap on my incisions. The scabs are almost completely gone now, which is pretty cool. And I have like another week of binding with the tensor bandage, which I am tired of. My skin is tired of. I want to take it off, but I also feel more supported when I'm wearing it, and I feel kind of naked without it. So damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention is that I'm also, the kettle's boiling because I'm making a coffee, but sometimes I feel lucky that my existence was already set up for a person with chronic pain, you know? Like, I was able to do the laundry today because I already used a wheeled cart for my laundry, you know? Like, if I had to pick up my laundry and carry it downstairs to the laundry room, like, I would never be able to do that. But because I was never able to do that, I already, you know, used a rolling cart for my laundry. So it was just like, everything's already set up for a person with limited mobility, which is what I am now, only a different type of limited mobility. So, you know, things are, but there's step stools, there's ice packs and hot packs, and it's a very cozy space that I live in, like, because I have chronic pain. Oh yeah, and speaking of chronic pain, I like had no chronic pain for the first 2 weeks of recovery. And yesterday and today are the first time when my SI joint pain is like starting to come back. It could be the rain. It could be my period's going to start in a few days. Like, who knows? Who knows? I don't try and explain these things anymore. I can tell that like 3 weeks off is kind of all I'm going to need. I'm not going to come back full capacity teaching and everything right away, but I do want to come back and like maybe do a couple of hours of work a day just to like occupy myself, and also just to make me feel calm because I've taken care of some of the issues that have built up while I've been away. And yeah, I want to try driving this weekend because there's a little pizza party I want to go to. But if I can't drive, we'll see. Okay, this is funny. I forgot to mention this. I took a nice walk a couple days ago. And sometimes I like to walk in a loop, but sometimes I don't like to walk in a loop. I specifically hate loop walking. So I like to walk as far away from my house as possible and then take like metro or bus back or something. And I didn't think about that. And I took a long, maybe like a 3 kilometer walk. Not that long, actually, maybe 2.5. But I walked directly away from my home, not the loop. So I had to take the bus back. And that was not comfortable a couple of days ago. Like, the bumpiness really did not feel good on my incisions. I had to do the whole ride, like gripping my chest to protect it, and that was just foolishness. I just, you know, lost my head for a minute. Like, I needed to get out. The weather was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful evening. Mistake. But we make mistakes. That's how we grow. Anyway, I'm already feeling better just talking about my stuff, so that's good. I'm gonna have a coffee now, and Hey everyone, it is Saturday, May 6th, officially over 3 weeks since my top surgery. We're in week 4 now, but the big news this week is that I'm able to lay on my side. Yay! It's felt amazing. I still don't feel like 100% comfortable sleeping on my side. Like, I still need like quite a bit of elevation under my head. But I've been sleeping like kind of half on my side with a pillow on my back. And it's so nice to have the variety. I've been getting really great sleep recently, which I'm super happy about. And I've been walking a lot. I did like 4.5 kilometers today, and I did 5 kilometers yesterday. I'm a little bit tired. I think I might have pushed myself a little bit, but I really miss exercise. Like exercise kind of keeps me sane. Like, I don't know if it's a chronic pain thing or just a regular person thing, but like I I started running last year and also stationary biking, and I like had spent many years not being able to incorporate movement in my life in a sustainable way, and it's taken me like many years to get to the point where I can do that. And I miss it. I miss it a lot. I really love getting a sweat on. I love challenging myself. I also love having a bad run and being like, and just, witnessing the ups and downs of your life and your body in real time. It's nice. It's like reassuring. But I can't do that. I'm sad about it. And it'll still be quite a while before I'm able to do that. I've been incorporating like very, very minimal muscle exercises. So like calf raises. And I did a few like 2-pound curls with my like bicep curls. You're not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds. So I figured 2 pounds in each hand is safe. But I've been noticing that on my walk, I have like hyper flexibility in my joints. And because I didn't know this was going to happen, but I have like noodle arms from not using my arms for 3 weeks. And so now when I walk, my left elbow feels like it's trying to dislocate. It's really painful. If I don't, like, I had to brace my arm or put my hand in my pocket to keep it from being totally loose because the muscles have gotten so like lax that my elbow doesn't want to stay in place, and it creates this like really painful sensation if it's allowed to just flop around. Today was probably it happened the least, so I feel like we're moving in a positive direction with that. But yeah, like I just fall apart if I don't do a little bit of something, and it's the way I've learned how to manage my pain, and I miss it very much. But it's fine. We're moving in the right direction. I had a shower today, and it was super normal. I was able to like stand right under the water on my incisions, no problem. I was able to wash my face like standing up. I'm focusing now a lot on walking in like a really upright position. So like just to get the posture happening better. And so like today on my walk, that was my focus. Like I was thinking posture for the whole walk, and it was super good. It still feels like tight. And I'm getting pretty tired of wearing this tensor. I know I say that every time. Oh, actually, I'm not wearing an undershirt, so you can see. Tensor, you see it's like, yeah, it's just really, really tight. And I change it out sometimes if it feels like it's gotten too tight over the day. But, yeah, that's where we're at. Things are good. Very positive. I'm going to try driving for the first time this evening, and I'm nervous. It's stupid, but I am. It's just one of those things. But I gotta break the seal on that. Okay, that's all for today. I'll talk to you soon. Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, May 7th, and it's like 9:30, and I'm going to go to bed soon. And I'm just taking a short break from my compression. I usually do that before bed because I switch my compression bandage before I sleep. And I just wasn't going to make a video today, but while I'm sitting here, like just chilling for half an hour, I realized my pectoral muscle was really itchy. And unfortunately, I can't feel anything there. So I scratch it, and it doesn't feel like, scratching. It just feels like pressure. I thought it had more feeling than it did, but I guess I was just feeling like my hand, because when I put my nails, no, I don't feel that. But I do feel an itch that I cannot scratch in my pectoral muscle, which is very unpleasant, I have to say. I don't like that feeling at all. It's like I can put pressure on it, but there's nothing I can do to scratch that itch. And my friend who had top surgery like 2 weeks before me, or a month before me rather, experienced the same thing, and he called it like the nerve restitching, because anyway, I'm going to show my incisions. They look very healthy now, so it's not like I don't think it needs a trigger warning from this point on, but if you don't want to look at my incisions, you can stop the video here. But basically, like, all of this was like open, right? Like they had to like take this skin, and it's regrafting basically onto the pectoral muscle below, or the fascia below. because they removed all the things under the skin and they put the tissue down and then stitched it up. So like under the incision, none of this was raised, right? So I have all good feeling under the incision, but over, that's where you lose sensation. So as you heal, the nerves that were cut regrow, and it feels like itchiness that you cannot scratch. And I don't love it, but I do love how I look. Feeling pretty good. I'm just in my gym jams, ready for bed. That's all. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Anyway, yesterday I tried driving the car for the first time, and I think it was too early because it wasn't so bad when I was like just driving, but when I had to like cut the wheel, you know, even with two hands, it was a sweeping motion that really, even just doing that little thing now does not feel good under the arm right here. So the driving, I'm happy I went. I got to go to a little pizza party with friends, but I think I'm going to wait a little longer before I start regularly driving. I'm seeing my surgeon on Friday for like the post follow-up to get the clearance to stop compressing. So that'll be the next time I drive, I think. I don't think I need anything between now and then that I can't get on foot. Yeah. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, May 11th, which means this is the end of week 4. Tomorrow it'll be exactly 4 weeks since I had top surgery, and week 5 of recovery is starting tomorrow. I'm still wearing my compression bandage. I just got out of the shower, so I'm not compressing right now. I'm just giving my incisions a little break to dry. And tomorrow I'm seeing my surgeon. And this post-op appointment was optional, as was my pre-op appointment. So like I didn't have a consultation before my surgery. I met my surgeon for the first time moments before I went under the knife. And I wouldn't have had to see him now if I didn't want to. The only reason I'm going in for this appointment is so that I can get like professional photos, like done by him at both before and 4 weeks post-op. But GRS is really set up to be like an international place. So you do not have to meet your surgeon before or after. You can just go there and get your surgery and bye, you're out of there. And they're very good at answering their emails for that reason. So I've emailed the post-op email address many times, and yeah, they've gotten back to me super fast. I'm having a little bit of pain on my right side. Actually, I'm going to switch hands with the phone for that exact reason. On my right side under my incision, it's pretty painful today, and it was last night as well. And I don't know why. I think I might have like overstretched my arm in some way or another. Like I didn't drive or anything. I did a pretty long walk, but I'm not sure. I'm feeling good. Like my posture's really good. The bloating, just like general body bloating, has gone down a little bit. So I'm feeling like less bloaty, which is super nice. And the scars are healing really well. I'm going to show you in a minute. Actually, I'll show you right now. So if you don't want to see that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so obviously I still have like these lines are from my compression bandage. So it'll be nice to see my chest without all the compression bandage lines when I'm allowed to stop using it. I guess you can't really see, but there's quite a lot of like dry skin flaking. Like I just took a shower, so it's not so bad right now, but like maybe right here, can you see? Yeah, you really can't see on this phone, but yeah, there's quite a lot of dry skin flaking. It's not super itchy or anything, but yeah, things are looking really, really good. Like, I don't know, it looks like there's little blotchy parts, but they don't really feel like anything. This is like a piece of marker that I still haven't been able to get off, even after 4 weeks of like regular showering. I cannot get that marker off, so I'm going to ask about that. Most of the scars the scabs have gone away. It's quite, like I can touch the incisions now, but it's still tender in certain spots. Like, yeah, like here is a little bit tender. It feels like a lot of tension, like you can really feel the scars underneath. And I'm really looking forward to starting like good regular scar massage to try and work out some of that tissue. I like pushed right here on like where the incision ends. I was just like touching the ends, you know, like you touch your body, I don't know. And I felt like a bubble wrap feeling, or like a little pop. Woo! It didn't hurt, and it felt fine after, and the scar laid a little flatter after that, but it just weirded me out. You know what I mean? Like I assume it was just like scar tissue or like some fibrous tissue getting worked out. But some people on the internet say it could be a stitch popping, like a stitch moving out. But anyway, ew, I didn't like that. But every time I put my clothes on right now, I feel like I laugh. Like it's because it's just so like, it's like mirthful laughter. I'm like, hell fucking yeah. I'm like hell yeah, I can't believe I look like this. Ooh. But you know what's funny, actually? Something that I did not expect is that I still have like choice brain. Like, you know, I've been thinking about this for years, a long, long, long time. And at the beginning, like in the first week, I definitely was like, should I do this? Like after having done it, like, even though it only took me a minute to be like, it's done. But even now, I kind of like can't believe that I belong to the top surgery club. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's kind of, I still feel like I'm making, like making the choice lived in my brain for so long that it still kind of lives there. Like sometimes I still find myself going, should I get top surgery? As if it hasn't already happened. And I think that's just a pattern, like a neurological pathway that I'm going to continue to go down until I don't do it anymore. But I'm excited to see my surgeon tomorrow because I have so many questions. Like I want to know when I can run again, when I can stationary bike again, when I can start doing more upper body exercises. I'm not like, I know I sound like a big gym rat, but I actually don't. I do very, very little, but I do it consistently. And I really like movement for a lot of reasons that I won't get into now. But I have very specific questions about when I can start things and what are the signs that it's okay to do something and not okay. But everything feels good. Everything's feeling really nice. I'm going to put my compression bandage back on now because I'm feeling concerned about my underarm. But that's it. That's all. I will definitely record a video tomorrow after the appointment with the surgeon. Okay? Talk to you then. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. This is still Thursday, May 11th, part 2, because something was so weird just happened and I had to share. I've been spending a little more time without my compression bandage just because I took a long walk and I got really sweaty and I'm cooling down and drying. And I'm just laying on the couch reading a book and I heard and felt my incision snap right in the center. And I think I said earlier today I felt like a little bubble wrap feeling in a different part. But right here, I was just breathing. I wasn't stretching or anything. I was literally sitting here reading. And I breathed and I heard a snapping sound and felt like a release here. And it's a little tender, maybe just from me poking it. But now I can breathe more easily. So that's really interesting. But ooh, this snapping and popping and I don't know if I like that. But I'm sure it's it has to happen if I want free range of motion, and it'll happen the more I move around. But woo! Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Hello, everybody. I wanted to use my back camera today because I thought it might look a little better so you could see what I look like. But first, I just got back from the surgeon, from seeing Dr. Lee for the first time since surgery 4 weeks ago, and he was extremely happy with how I'm healing. No dog ears. Even the ends of the incisions, he's really happy with how they're looking. I was really surprised by some of the post-op recommendations. So, some things I wasn't surprised about. Like one, I'm not allowed to do any physical activity that involves shearing the skin from the muscle for 4 more weeks. So running, bouncing, jumping. He was taking a jiggly bus ride. I was like, well, I just took the bus here. So, but so I'm allowed to stationary bike as long as there's not a lot of bouncing, and walking is okay, he said. I'm not supposed to show my scars to the sunlight for only 6 months. I thought it would be a year, but he said 6 months. Not allowed to tattoo my scars for a year. Wasn't really planning on doing that anyway. And I asked about scar massage, and he was like, you don't need to do that. What? He only recommends scar massage for when there's I forget the word he used for it, but it was dimpling that is really apparent. You can see like dimples happening when you're moving because some scar tissue is like fixed. I don't know. I don't understand it, but he was like, you don't need to do it. And I found that very surprising. He said I could do it, but not to get too like worried about it and not to go too hard if I do it. But I just assumed everybody had to. And he says I don't. So that's pretty cool. He didn't recommend that I use scar strips or anything like that. He was like, it'll cost you a lot. Won't do much. You're probably going to heal fine because I don't have a history of like keloiding or anything like that. He's like, I might recommend it for you if you were Black or Asian, but since you're Caucasian, his words, white, and I don't keloid naturally. That's what he recommended. Sorry, I'm like looking at myself in the mirror to make sure that I'm still in the frame. I actually forgot to ask him about compression, but I think, they said I only had to do compression for a month after surgery, and I think I'm gonna stop doing it like 24/7, and I'm gonna only use compression when I want to do an activity that's a little bit more vigorous. So when I'm like sitting around my house, maybe when I'm sleeping, I'm not going to use compression anymore. I want to get used to like freedom of movement and feeling what it feels like to wear clothes. But when I go for walks, which I do pretty regularly right now to make up for like the lack of other types of exercise, I think I'm going to compress for at least the next 4 weeks. Because I want to like take things slow and like gradually move through these things. Like he said, even after 4 weeks, he wouldn't recommend just like running 5K. Like he wants me to take things slow and like gradually build up, but only after 4 weeks. So it was a great appointment. It was super fast, super friendly. I'm going to get the reports probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, showing my before and after photos. I might share those. I'm not certain. But I will share how much my boobs weighed. There's a little betting pool going on right now in my convalescence group chat, so that's exciting. Okay, so here I'm going to show you now what I'm looking like. Yay! I just put a little cream on because my skin is still super dry and flaky. But yeah, I asked about this little purple bit, and he was like, it's probably not surgical marker because they use a washable marker, so it's probably like a scab or something. I thought, okay, fine. Yeah, every time I put clothes on, I start laughing because I'm so happy. Yeah, baby! Woo! I'm so excited. Okay, that's all for today, and I will talk to you when next I have a development. All right, bye! Hey, everybody. It is Sunday, May 14th, and I spent the whole day doing chores, like a pretty normal day. I picked out all the clothes that I'm going to give away, and I picked out all the clothes that I'm going to keep. And yeah, I was able to like move around anyway pretty freely all day. There was something in the top of the closet I couldn't get down, and my neighbor came over with a little meal delivery and helped me get that down, which was really nice. Felt so good to do spring cleaning. But the reason I even remembered to do this recording today is because I was like in the closet and there was a mosquito, and I went to like smack the mosquito with a cloth, and like I jumped to reach it. And as soon as I landed, I was like, no, no, no. You're not supposed to do that. Specifically, the surgeon said, no jumping, bouncing, running, anything that causes like shearing of the skin and the muscle because it's still like newly grafted skin. And I felt it. I felt the newness. And I deeply regret jumping because it did kind of hurt to land. But just once. I won't do it again. Don't need to be told twice. I tried driving yesterday, and that I did not like. I don't know if you're familiar with the roads in Montreal, but they're bumpy at this time of year. Not good for driving with a new mastectomy. I won't be doing that again. I do have to drive tomorrow morning to take my car to the mechanic, but it's very close, so it'll be a very short drive. But yeah, I'm trying to take good care. Everything's pretty good, pretty normal. I'm wearing like this shirt that I've been holding on to for 100 years, waiting for the day that I would get to look exactly like this. Life is great. Oh my God, I feel so good. That's it. That's all I got to say. I wish I could drive sooner, like long distances, because I do want to like get back to Ottawa and visit my family and friends, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. So that's it. It's like just after 8 o'clock and I'm ready for bed, as you can see, but I have been doing chores all day. It's not because I'm old, and a little bit because I'm old. I'm gonna read now and then go to bed early. Hello, it is Tuesday, May 16th. And I'm feeling good, a little bit tender, a little sore, I think, from all the work I did on Sunday. But not too bad. I spent some time with my compression bandage on yesterday because I was like, ooh, it's really tender. Just because you think you can and feel like you can lift things, don't do it, is the lesson I took away from that experience. Anyway, it occurred to me that before top surgery, I'm very aware of my breathing as a voice specialist. I have always been. And pre-surgery, I used to like hold my boobs up and just take a full breath. And like it occurs to me that I don't need to do that anymore. Like I can just breathe freely. And I didn't really like notice that feeling too much after surgery, probably because I was like, I had so much tension on my incisions that I was like in a hunched position, and I did not feel until basically now that I could breathe freely. And I was sitting there in my chair thinking like, can I breathe more freely? Like, does it feel different? It's hard to remember what it felt like before surgery. But then I tried singing. Now, this is my favorite song to sing, which is really funny because it's called Girl Talk. And I don't know, just like, this might be too loud for the phone, but like, we like to chat about the dresses we will wear tonight. That feels so good. We chew the fat about our tresses and the neighbors fight. Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know become essential things that women find so apropos. But that's a dame. We're all the same. Who's to blame? We call it girl talk. Girl talk. Yeah, it's just like I don't have to fight for each breath. I could cry. It feels so good. We all meow about the ups and downs of all our friends. The who, the how, the why. We dish the dirt, it never ends. We're the weaker sex, the speaker sex, you mortal males behold. But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a sack of gold. It's all been planned, so take my hand. Please understand the sweetest girl talk. This girl talks of you. It's so easy. I can't believe it. I'm like too excited to sing like normal. I want to like scream and die. Okay, I just heard my lasagna buzzer go off, so I gotta go get that. That's all. Bye. Hello, everybody. It is Friday, May something. I don't know, but I'm 5 weeks post-op today. And it's kind of late now. I think it's like 10 p.m. And this is what my incisions look like. My arm out of the way there. Pretty good, right? Everything's looking a little healed. You know, sorry about all the noise. I have my window open. I was just playing piano and I decided to stop because I'm getting a sharp pain right here. I'm getting a little bit of like a keloid looking thing like right there. It's not really that noticeable, but I just played for an hour and ooh, yeah, whatever that is, it hurts a lot when I press on it. You know, who knows? Could just be I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but I'm feeling good. My range of motion is like okay. Like this is about as high as I want to go. It kind of activates that spot on this side. Pretty good. Ooh, that hurt that spot too. But this is my dream, playing piano shirtless in my apartment. This is all I've ever wanted in life. So I'm feeling pretty good. Any updates? I got my period for the first time after surgery. My cycle was all messed up from the anesthesia. So I think it was like 45 days long or something. So it was like a couple of weeks extra, but it's a normal period, maybe a little heavy. And I've been feeling the way people feel when they menstruate. Bad, that is to say. But I'm starting to feel good again today. So that's good. And yeah, that's all. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 23rd, and I just took a shower, so I thought I would show you how my scars are doing. I feel comfortable calling them scars now and not incisions because they're really just looking like scars. So yeah, as you can see, sorry, I'm not really holding my camera very straight. I just put some cream on them, so they're like a little bit oily, but you know, there's a little bit of like red dots here. I'm massaging it a little bit, pressing it a little harder than I was before. And then here, there's like a little tiny bit of keloiding. It's funny, it looks big to me from like this angle, but I can see on camera that it's really not that noticeable. I don't know if you can see from the side. Yeah, a little bit there. I still have my like drain scars. I don't know if they'll ever, I mean, they'll probably fade at the same rate as these ones. I just think it's so funny that I have drain and 2 stitch marks on both sides. Oh, maybe only 1 stitch on that side. But yeah, it's, you know, it's feeling good. Like I can do whatever I want basically now. I still feel like a little bit of tension when I put my arm over my head. Like I wouldn't want to do like a side stretch. But I was able to take, you know, that box out of the closet. It's pretty heavy. I can pretty much lift and move whatever I feel like. My dry rack is on top of my microwave. I can take that down. I'm not like lifting weights, and I'm still being pretty cautious because I still get a little bit of pain, like right where that scar is a little bit wider. I get a little bit of pain on that side. And I think that's because I'm right-handed. And so I favor my right hand for like doing things. I'm sweating because I just had a shower. I was able to sleep, maybe not sleep, but lie for a little bit comfortably on my right side, which is new. I wasn't able to do that even yesterday, so that's cool. And I sleep on my left side easily all the time now, although I always wake up on my back. Oh, I rode on my stationary bike today, which was super fun and easy and no pain. Like I've been doing the beginner rides again because I'm a beginner again. And a pro tip, if you're the kind of person who likes to track your like personal records in like any app, you know, if you're on, I don't know, if you do treadmill and you like track your personal records, or if you do stationary bike or whatever, I don't know, there's lots of ways to track personal records. Reset them after surgery. You deserve it. Your personal records can start again from the beginning, you know, ignore all the data pre-surgery. That's what I did. And it's so nice to get my little like, this is your best effort. Oh, really? Yes. You know, we should be doing that regularly anyway. Like just because you had a personal record 8 months ago doesn't mean it's at all reflective of your best now. And, you know, every year, at least every 6 months, reset your personal records so that you can feel good again. Hey everybody, it is Thursday, May 25th. And tomorrow will be 6 weeks post-op, start of week 7. And I'm feeling so freaking good today. I took like a long walk this afternoon, just a really idle walk, not a fast walk. Like I stopped and had an ice cream, like an affogato, and then I read a book in a park. Like it was decadent. But I left my house wearing this t-shirt with nothing underneath. And it's the first time I did that. I've always been like an undershirt girly because I never wore bras. And it just made me feel like my nipples would show less if I wore an undershirt. And I originally was wearing an undershirt under this morning, and then some between like taking off my clothes and binding after driving and whatever, I left the house to go for my walk, no undershirt, just this t-shirt tucked into jeans, which is also noticeable because I never tuck my t-shirts in because my boobs just look even bigger when I used to do that. But now I feel like I look amazing with the t-shirt tucked in. I felt like I was so confident leaving the house. Like, oh, I'm just walking, knowing I look the way I want to look and feeling good. And the feeling, like it was a little cool and breezy when I left. And the feeling of like the plain t-shirt against my bare skin. Like at first I felt naked, like, oh my God, am I allowed to be doing this? And then as I, kept walking, well, it never felt like normal. I think it'll take me a while to feel like, is this okay? But yeah, it felt like pleasurable, like not just good, but like, oh my God, this feels amazing, like downright pleasurable. And my mood has just been in the stratosphere since that walk. I got a little sun, as you can see. I wore sunscreen, but I came home. I'm a little tender now because that's quite a lot of walking. I think I did 10,000 steps or something stupid like that, 11,000. But it was idle. It was a lot of walking and stopping. But I drove, I walked, and my chest is a little bit tender now, which is to be expected for a little bit while longer. I don't know how much longer, but I assume it's to be expected. And yeah, I came home and made dinner, and I even made a little dessert for myself, which I never do. I made a little rice pudding, even though I had ice cream. Oh, it just feels so good to be like luxurious, decadent, loving my body, feeling good, looking good. I sent a picture of myself to my friends and my sister was like, your posture's better. Them were heavy, Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, June 6th. I just thought I would update to tell you that I have been itchy. Very itchy. Like I have an itch like way back here. Right, way back here. And also I've been itchy like here. I think I'm not wearing an undershirt, so I can actually show you. Yeah, so like right here I'm itchy, but I can't feel this. Like the scratching doesn't scratch the itch. Down here I can feel, obviously up here no. Oh yeah, none of that. I have no feeling in that at all. Right here I can feel, but here no. So I feel itchiness here, and then I scratch it and it doesn't do anything, so it doesn't satisfy the itch. I still feel itchy, and same with back there. Those are the two places. Do I have any feeling on this side? No. No. None of this has feeling. Yeah, so there's like a big band here with no feeling, and also right above my scar on the side, right? I don't think I can show you. Yeah, right here, right? This little spot right there. That has no feeling. And so I assume that means that the nerves are like restitching. Because I've been told that like nerve restitching feels like itchiness. It's not pleasant. It's not unpleasant. It doesn't hurt or it's not even that like itchy. It's just like I'm a little itchy and then I go to scratch and it doesn't do anything. So that's life. Where are we now? Like 7 weeks? Almost 7? Will it be 7 weeks on Friday? Yeah. We're in the 8th week. We're in the 7th week. I'm confused. Anyway, all is well. It's looking good. I'm really happy with everything. The healing process feels like more or less done. I'm still not like jumping or anything until the 8-week mark. But now we're just in like, redeveloping range of motion. It's pretty good. I still have some tension. I can't like, my arms can go up high, but they can't go further back than they are now. But yeah, I'm driving comfortably now. Everything feels pretty good. Traveling wasn't bad. I can carry pretty heavy things. I carried my big bag of groceries the other day, no problem. I carried my bag while I was traveling, no problem. So yeah, that's the update. yeah, I'll keep you updated whenever anything new happens. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. It is June 16th, which means it's about 9 weeks today that I had top surgery. And it was 2 months yesterday because it was April 14th, June 14th. And I just wanted to give you a little update on how we're looking. I'm wearing my bike shorts because I was just biking. But yeah, I'm super happy with how things are healing. There's not really any pain anymore, not while I'm sleeping. Like the range of motion is quite good. You know, it's still a little bit tight, but there was a huge triangle of skin that was taken out. So, you know, that's going to take some time. Like that feels a little bit tight. It feels tight, but it doesn't feel like pain. So I still need to work on my range of motion more intentionally. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Sometimes when I'm fatigued, it feels a little tender. That's the only time though. So like this week, the last 2 weeks, oh my God, I've been really, pushing it hard and doing a lot of things and struggling a little bit, to be honest. And I get home at the end of the day and it's like the weariness has settled in my scars, which makes sense because it's like still the place where it's healing. It's funny, I'm standing up totally straight, but I have such protruding ribs that it looks like I'm arching my back. That's arching my back. Some of us just have protruding ribs, Mary. But from the front, they look like abdominals, but they're not, they're ribs. Yeah, so I'm feeling really good. This won't be a long one. I'm going to update very infrequently now. There's just too much other stuff happening. I've been trying to catch up on work after missing 6 weeks. I did that trip. People are getting married, having babies. There's lots to do this summer. So that's all. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I feel incredible. I feel like the most beautiful creature there ever was. And I just don't even think about my chest anymore. I just don't think about it. It's a non-issue. I like wearing clothes. I like taking showers. I like exercising now. It's just a complete non-issue. So that's the update. 3 years later, I still can't believe how much that surgery changed my life. I think about my life now as having this demarcation in it. There's BTS, before top surgery, and ATS, after top surgery. And everything has just gotten better in my life since then.
I felt really good to get off my chest.
Now, if you've made it all the way to the end, you probably want to see what my chest looks like after 3 years. So let's take a look. So there we go. Got a lot of noise in the background there, T. You want me to do that again?
It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, this is what it is. I didn't script this part because I just wanted to sort of reflect. But from what I can see, the scars have gotten really faint now. Like in the clips that we just showed, they're all really red. And I mean, they looked fine and healed, but they have faded so much that some parts, like you can't even really see them. I don't know. How are they looking on camera?
Yeah, no, they're very faded in comparison.
Yeah. I've got a lot of feeling back above the scars. So yeah, I can pretty much feel everything now. Sometimes, like if, I'm going across the scar like this, it feels like different on one side of the scar than the other. But I have a lot of feeling that I didn't have in the first 8 weeks of recovery. I think the part where I have the least amount of feeling is under my arm here, like right at the ends of my scars. That still doesn't feel like much, to be honest. I don't know if I'll ever get the feeling back in either side or if it'll take kind of a long time. It's stretched out a little bit under my arm, which kind of makes sense because like I do things like this, but I'm overall, like, I'm super happy with how it looks. Like I have a big rib flare, so that kind of, I don't know, maybe looks some kind of way to some people, but I'm just elated. Like every day I get to put clothes on and this is what I look like. What are you talking about? Thank you. Anyway, I think probably we will have been cutting in B-roll throughout this, so you'll get to see some up-close parts of the scars. I'm just looking now. Actually, let me hold on a second. I'm going to grab my mirror so I can see, because I can't tell you what I'm looking at. Yeah, in the back, it looks really good to me. There are a few little places where, like recently I had like Sorry, I had like
No worries.
a pimple on my scar, so that has like a little mark. But everything like looks like really good to me. I don't know. I got a pimple under my arm right now. Oh my gosh. The struggles, the trials and tribulations. But yeah, I got like, honestly, I just have nothing to report. It just looks fantastic to me. And 10 on 10 would do it again. So that's the 3-year update. Back to me. If you still have questions about my top surgery, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll record a little top surgery Q&A later. Or maybe T and I will do a little mastectomy versus augmentation top surgery Q&A. What do you think, T?
Yeah, for sure. We could do that.
Not like it's a competition or anything, because if it was, I would win, but
Thank you so much for watching and for letting me share this part of my journey. That's all for today. I've been Renee, and I hope this helps. I think I was right here.
Yeah.
I feel really weird. One more time.
All right, one more game.
Does this one fit my head? Nope. It was a gift. Kind of fits. I'm gonna put this up for sure.
That's
so.
fine.
Putting on my transition story time shirt. That's what the script says.
I forgot to change it in the version.